It's your boy Gunnar in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some wonderful news for you guys. I think we had, after a very long time, some decent people's response on our live. I hope in the next coming days also we have some wonderful response from you guys, because transfer deadline day is upon us and we're going to have longer lives than before, because obviously, why not? We're going to talk about latest updates about the transfer window. So let's see. I'm planning for an extra half an hour maybe, but let's see. Well, moving on. Well, talking about Bird Leno, Holding says he saved us a couple of times and that's what we need. It's nice having a great goalkeeper like that behind you, who you know is going to help you out when you need him. Then obviously in the shootout, he saved a few as well. It's a very good day for him. Why do I keep saying shout out for shootout? I don't know. But guys, if you're considering daily Arsenal news, consider subscribing, because we are on a mission of reaching 13,000 subscribers. You can help me out, and I can help you out with some daily news. Well, moving on. Jamie Redknapp has actually praised Bird Leno for his performance against Liverpool last night. He says their goalkeeper was exceptional today. Yes, he was fine because the keeper made some saves from Divock Origi and Harry Wilson for the penalty shootout as Arsenal won 5-4. Well, let's talk about different stuff, because although Arsenal are through to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, they will play Man City at home next. But Joe Willock opens up about his penalty from the spot kick. He says, it was a very tough game. We did a few changes, but you could see our philosophy and intent to win this game. It's a chance to win another trophy, and luckily we won the shootout. I did not say shout out, thank God. It's important as a goalkeeper to save penalties, but I prefer next time to win the game without a shootout. When you do win them, it's even better. I never feared it, that losing the number one spot is what Bird Leno said it. So let's see. Well, moving on. Talking about more stuff, Premier League clubs will further resist an EFL bailout after learning that the championship owners are worth more than £32 billion. Now, what they will do is let the owners actually pump in more money into the club, because top flight teams are coming under increased government pressure to stump up £250 million. EFL chairman Rick Parry says is necessary to keep his 72 clubs alive. But as Parry held a further meeting with Premier League chief Richard Masters to thrash out a lifeline deal, the anger of club bosses has reached new levels. The latest figures for the 24 championship owners, compiled from a number of financial sources, estimate that the total worth of the clubs in the upper tier of the EFL adds up to an eye-opening £32.267 billion. One senior Premier League source told Sunsport, when you look at what the championship owners are worth between them, you have to ask why they need any money from the Premier League. So this is why the top tier Premier League teams do not want to spend any amount of money in order to bail out the EFL clubs, because the owners literally have a lot of money so that they can actually look out for themselves. Well, talking about different stuff, well, Dani Ceballos has been called up in the Spain national team. Yes, Spanish national team. Dani Ceballos, if you cannot see it right now, okay, let me just expand it for you. Okay, you can see Busquets, Canales, Rodri, Campana and Ceballos, and here's Dani Ceballos actually being included. And yes, Luis Enrique has selected Dani Ceballos into the Spanish national team. Well, Selección España de Fútbol, and congratulations Dani Ceballos for being selected for the senior Spanish team. Obviously you would be, because you're a world-class midfielder. Yeah, I think I spoke too soon, but yeah, he's good, he's decent, he's very good. Well, talking about different stuff, Nelson and Nketiah have been named in the England under-21 squads for their upcoming games against Andorra and Turkey. Yes, Curtis Jones, Jude Bellingham, Eberechi Eze, Olivier Skip, Tom Davies, and you can see Jafet Tanganga, Tariq Lamptey, well-deserved, Ben Godfrey, well-deserved as well, James Justin, everyone well-deserved, Max Allens, Aaron Ramsdale picked up as a goalkeeper, and you can see Ryan Brewster, Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Dwight McNeil and Ryan Sessegnon as the forwards. It's really great to see them, and congratulations for our youngsters, man. And talking about more stuff, the interest from Arsenal for Jorginho is real. It's very real. I mean, Matt Law says, look, I think Arsenal are probably going to sign Aouar, and Jorginho is not their first choice. Arsenal have got Jorginho on a list of 3-man shortlist. It's real. I was told not to discount the possibility of a very late loan deal for Jorginho if Arsenal can't get what else they want. And it's Jorginho apparently. But moving on, well, Edu is in current contact with Juninho Pernambucano to sign Hossein Aouar. Olas has reduced his initial offer of 60 million euros asking price and now is demanding 40 million euros for the player. That itself is a big bargain, man. Wow. And Mikel Arteta has opened up about Hossein Aouar to Arsenal. He says, well, I am very confident in what we are trying to do internally. I am getting clarity and support from everybody at the club to try and improve the team if we can. But most importantly as well, to get the right balance in the squad. I will give you an update about Torreira. He says, I will give you an update with any player when we have an update to give. At the moment, unfortunately, there is nothing concrete for any player. And talking about if Arteta actually is getting any support from the owners, he says, I am really satisfied. We are all trying our best to improve the team. To achieve it or not, sometimes in a deal, a lot of things can happen. You have 3 or 4 parties that have to be involved, but we are trying our best. And yes, and for the purpose of scheduling, Arsenal and Tottenham really were paired for the same draw, have been paired for the draw. For example, if Arsenal are drawn in any of the groups A to F, Tottenham will then be assigned to the first available group from G to L. And yes, that was the reason why they were paired like that. And moving on, Arteta has spoken up about William Saliba. He says, as I explained the difficult year the player had, and the plan we had for him for the transition year, we could not achieve. We are looking at different options to try to have the best possible development and to protect our intentions with William for the future. And talking about, was Xhaka the right man to be given the armband again? He says, I have to evaluate what happened since I joined. Obviously, I cannot deny the history, but I have to follow my gut feeling. He is a leader, it's unquestionable. He does it every day in training. He does it with the way he behaves himself. He does it with the way he competes. And for me, it was a natural choice. We don't mind that, do we? Well, talking about Arsenal's Europa League stages, the 3 teams that we are going to face is Dundalk, Rapid Vienna and Molde. Yes, these are the 3 teams that we are going to face. Arsenal are 8-1 to win the competition this season. We will definitely going to talk about, interestingly, we're going to talk about these teams in detail as well. And Arteta, on being unbeaten in 10 home games, says we can create a fortress at the Emirates for us. It's going to be crucial for the future results at the end of the season. Not just for results, but as well for the performance and what we can inspire, what we can transmit at home. We want to play with that confidence at home, where we have to be really resilient and dominate games to impose ourselves into those games. I think the game on Sunday is a really difficult one. I watched Sheffield United's games already and they deserved much more from those games. The way they played is tricky, so I'm expecting a really difficult game. That's my manager. Well, moving on. Well, Arsenal's Europa League B team, we have already spoken about it because Arsenal players called up to England for every age group. Let's talk about it because for under 18s, it's Grazic, Patino, Hutchinson and Oyegoke being called up for England under 18s. Under 19s, Miguel Aziz. Under 20s, Tyrese John Jules and Foden and Balogun. Under 21s, Nelson and Ketia. Seniors, Saka and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Well, Hale End is definitely in full force. Well, talking about more stuff, well, let's talk about Arsenal's opponents in the Europa League. I've already spoken about them in my live, but let's talk about them in my video as well. Rapid Vienna, they finished second in the Austrian Bundesliga last season. Well, talking about some others, Molde, a team which was managed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before, are currently 5th in the Norwegian Eliteserien after 19 games. Yes, not bad. Well, talking about Dundalk, well, they are currently 5th in the Irish Premier Division after 11 games. So Dundalk from Ireland, from Norway, Molde, and from Austria, Rapid Vienna. Our fans would have really loved if they would have, if they would have given the opportunity, they would have been given the opportunity to travel and watch the games. It would have been really great. Well, talking about more stuff, Aubameyang's goal versus Fulham in our Premier League encounter in the season opener has been nominated for Premier League Goal of the Month award. Yes, you can go and vote for his Goal of the Month. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's goal against Fulham is nominated as the Premier League Goal of the Month award. Well, let's talk about Matteo Guendouzi. Well, his representatives are working hard to find a way out, but both parties, player and the interested clubs, have to hurry up in order to find a quick agreement, because yes, it looks like it's more importantly than not, he's definitely leaving. Which brings us to William Saliba. You can see the image of William Saliba has put up in his display picture. Somebody tweeted out that some things are bigger than football. Going by William's profile picture, I think the news is true. If he wants to return to his family, there is no way the club would stand in his way. If not on loan, I'm certain he's going to take a few weeks off to return to France. If that's the case, so be it. Be it. Well, let's talk about it. Let's really not get into indulge into some bigger things, because according to B. Walid, well, intense negotiations already since the morning between Arsenal and Lyon for Hossam Aouar. Yes, intense conversations are already on. But what is the latest update about our main player? Well, I'll tell you what, Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Hossam Aouar yesterday, and an agreement between the club is extremely close after discussions between Edu and Juninho today. As long as PSG don't blow us out of the water with a loan or deferred payment for next summer, Aouar will sign for us for now. And yes, Edu and Juninho had a Zoom call this morning to finalize the deal of to finalize the details of the deal. Aouar should be an Arsenal player very soon. So let's see. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax and enjoy all the news that comes on this platform. I will see you in my next video, hopefully. Yeah, obviously in tomorrow's live, we are going to discuss about Arsenal versus Sheffield United in detail. And yes, we are going to have a watch along on Sunday. So stay tuned, watch everything for more, and don't forget to subscribe. New mission, 13,000 subscribers. And yes, we are coming up with channel membership very soon, but still need more time to figure out.